A first watch. This review is dedicated to my good friend Shannon and my good friend Danielle.
And Ryan.
Formerly of the evil Carmax Modesto. We suffered in the trenches together. But they were very excited that Nicole had not seen this movie. And
they're not entirely evil.
Carmax?
We got our van from them.
Nevertheless, I stand by what I said. Anyways, this is an X-Video rental copy from Showcase Video, formerly in Salida, California. Jack, 1996. I was 9 years old when this movie came out. And you have never seen this movie.
I was in 6th grade.
I did not do any research about this movie before I watched it. I just saw that I had it in the archives, and I thought Nicole needs to watch this because I had fond memories of watching this on a rental as a kid.
You did?
It is rated PG-13, but I can remember watching this a couple of times growing up with my parents, and they'd rented it.
Okay.
That being said, as the credits rolled, I see American Zoetrope, and I thought, wait a minute, that's a Francis Ford Coppola film. What is he doing making crap like this? Sure enough, it is directed by Francis Ford Coppola, and it is a Disney production distributed by Buena Vista. And there is not a lot of information on Wikipedia about this movie, but I watched a couple of independent reviews and read some critics' reviews. This movie was universally hated by critics. They did not like Williams playing a 10-year-old. And I brought you in here because of one of your favorite films is 13 Going on 30. And I think that Jennifer Garner did a very good job playing, but that was like a reversed role.
I forget what the character's name was, but
was she the adult that went?
No, she was both.
She flipped. They like flipped the age range.
Yeah.
But I felt like she was good at that.
It was like some game at a party or something, and then there was pixie dust on her dollhouse, and I don't remember.
So in the hierarchy of age switching roles, I felt like Jennifer Garner did a good job.
You know who else
an adult playing a kid, and
Big. The
Tom
movie
Hanks
Big with Tom Hanks. He did a good job.
Excellent as an adult playing a kid.
I thought that
Robin
he would
Williams
do really
was
well.
okay.
Yeah,
I feel like
was just okay.
he was just acting like he did with a lot of his antics at the time, and he was very good at ad-libbing, and he would just go on and on.
He was just being himself.
But I didn't feel like he was necessarily being a child, and that was part of the complaint. This movie has a 113-minute runtime. It was not a commercial success. As I said, critics destroyed it. But it did make money. $45 million budget, $58.6 million box office. So it was slightly successful. It did make money in the rental circuit, which, as you can see, this is an X-Video rental copy that I picked up at a thrift shop in Modesto.
I did not watch this whole movie, by the way.
She walked out,
I'm sorry.
but she still rated it based off of what she saw.
I wanted to watch it, but I was called into the other room to play dinosaurs. So.
The reason people hate this movie, and Francis Ford Coppola remarked about it, people think of Francis Ford Coppola as the excellent director of movies like The Conversation, Godfather 1 and 2, Apocalypse Now, and then all of a sudden you have this Disney movie, which came out like a couple of years before he did the movie Flubber.
He did Flubber?
Robin Williams did. He starred in it, but he didn't. It's not his typical type of movie, and people have pigeonholed him into those masterpiece movies of the 70s. And then they think that this is below him, and everyone says this, why? Why did he make this movie? But he said that he doesn't understand why people hated it, and I liked how humble he was. He says, I was always happy to do any type of film, and that really, I liked that. I liked that he wasn't like going to be snobby like a lot of those film critics. No, I'm talking about Francis Ford Coppola, the director.
Oh.
Now,
I thought you were talking about
Robin Williams. This movie has a lot of problems. It's kind of creepy at times because he is like an older guy, but he's 10, and then there's he's buying pornography.
Fran Drescher hits on him a lot.
He's buying pornography for the younger guys because he looks older, and Fran Drescher
looking very sensual.
Yeah, and it's creepy, but I found myself being overcome with emotion as I watched this film because it's been almost 10 years since Robin, we lost Robin. And I think about how important he was in my childhood. Movies like this, Aladdin, Hook, anyone that grew up in the 90s, Robin Williams was a big deal. So was the nostalgia factor there? Yeah, we both grew up in the 90s, and it was like a slice of life in the 90s, but it wasn't so much. You didn't see it, but it wasn't so much. The movie was not great, but I'm still thinking it's better than. We're going to get into the ratings. Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie a 17% rating.
Oh, that's really low. That is below 20%?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think that it's better than that. IMDb, 5.8 out of 10. That being said, critics, real life people, 90 people on Google have reviewed it, and they're 4 out of 5. So I am not. I'm not broaching into the 4s.
I don't know why that's.
I'm
funny.
3 out of 5.
I'm 3 out of 5. Well, I didn't watch all of it. I mean, like I said, it wasn't because it was so bad that I had to leave the room or anything. I just was called out of the room by the 3-year-old to play dinosaurs.
And Bill Cosby's in it. Controversial.
Doesn't sit well anymore.
Doesn't sit well with me anymore. At the time, pudding popping the Jolo pudding, but now it's like,
you get the pudding and the pop.
Go get Charlie and have him come in here. He wanted to review it. Charlie, come in here and give your review.
Oh gosh. Okay.
He's not. Yeah,
very funny. He laughed out loud.
It wasn't really that funny to me.
Robin Williams is brilliant.
I don't know. It's not his best role.
Jack Powell is about to tackle his biggest adventure ever, the 5th grade. Yeah, I mean, it was okay, but if you haven't seen Big or 13 on 30, watch those movies. They're better, like Corey said, at kind of showcasing an adult playing a child, like a child trapped in an adult's body or whatever. All right, here, Charlie, what do you think of Jack? Come get on the screen here.
Yeah.
Is Dad still in the room?
Yeah, Dad's still in the room.
Did you what do you give this movie, Charlie? On a 1 to 5 rating scale?
I think I was gonna give it a 3 out of 5 at the start, but then the end made me cry a little bit because it was so like an emotional movie. So I give it 4 out of 5.
Oh, your rating went up. I like that.
And Benjamin wants to give his rating too.
Okay, Benjamin. What did you think of this movie, Jack, Benjamin?
I give it 8,000 Googles out of 1.
8,000 Googles out of 1. Oh, okay.
I don't know how that fits into my rating system of 1 to 5, but fair enough, folks.
I think he just likes to say Googles. So, if you're feeling bored, this might entertain you.
I'm
for
sorry,
a while.
Shannon Leon. It's just the nostalgia factor, I think, is bringing you to the 10 out of 10.
If you really like Robin.
It just did not hit that level of goodness for me. Like, I'm sorry. I wanted it to be there, but I just wasn't there.
Sorry, Danielle and Ryan.
And Shannon.
Actually, Ryan said it was sad. If you really want to see him in a really epic role, watch Hook. Great movie.
Funny enough, Hook is also not that well received by critics. It's in the 30% range on Rotten Tomatoes.
Who are these critics? Hook
That's
is
what
amazing.
I mean. This whole channel is don't really care about what the critics say. Go out, watch the movie for yourself.
But we're still going to talk about it.
I'm not.
Tell you
this
what
was
they say.
better than a 17% rating. It was not the best movie, but it was better than a 17% rating. That's all that I have to say. We were in agreement, 3 out of 5. He was borderline 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. All three of us combined, we're fairly even in the playing field of the movie Jack.
Yeah.
Until next time, thanks for watching. We'll see you then.
We'll see you later.